Okay, so first step is to open up your image and to delete the background. So you can use the quick selection tool for that. What you could do is select your image first and then go to select, inverse and press delete instead, which is what I'm doing here. Then go to select, deselect. Then you want to get any of the bits that have been missed. And if you've got a tricky image like this, you might want to use the eraser tool or the brush tool to get rid of those areas that you don't want, because obviously you want to get rid of the background. In this case, what I'm going to do is to just focus on the head so that you've got like a proper animal portrait in the style of the artist. So I'm getting rid of the body. And then obviously the smaller your brush size, the more accurate you will, the more accurate your image will be. So you could zoom in and get all of those bits around the hairs, but for the purpose of this video, I'm just showing you what sort of tools you need to do to create. So that brush size could go smaller, for example. And then just get rid of that outline. And then what I'm going to do in a minute is to crop down that image to get rid of the majority of the canvas. And what you can do if you make a mistake is just click Ctrl Z or go to the history tool and click one of these here and it'll take you back. Okay, so using the crop tool now, making sure I've got a nice even space around the portrait. And then I'm going to go to layer, new layer, and I'm going to fill that with a plain colour, sort of a dull colour, again in the style of the artist. So you could use the bucket tool or use the brush tool and just make the brush really big. Make sure that you're on that new layer, otherwise you're covering up your image. Then just move that new layer to the back, and then here you can see those areas that we missed in that first section. So again, just using the eraser tool to get rid of those bits and neaten up that image. Then I'm going to filter gallery, and I'm going to play around with different techniques. So you can see here all of the sort of experimentation that I did until I got the effect that I wanted, that I thought looked a little bit like a digital painting. So here I used the paint daubs, changed the size of the brush to 4, experimented with those sliders. Then I'm going to save that as a JPEG, and I'm also going to save it as a Photoshop file as well, by just going to File, Save as PSD, and then you can edit that later on or change the colour of the background and then save it again as a different JPEG, etc.